Hello, everybody. So we have One Piece chapter 1112, full spoilers, and this chapter seems very interesting. Anyway, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm going to just get right into it. So the cover page for this week is in the Flower Capital Castle, and Kinemon gives Yamato some money and asks for a favor. All right. The chapter starts with a marine report saying all remaining pacifistas in Egghead Island have been defeated. Uh, Not mentioned in the report, but Nestro defeated them, obviously. He was going ham on them like 2 chapters ago, or last chapter. In the northeast coast, Frankie defeats Vice Admiral Red King with a strong right attack, and Bonnie turns Vice Admiral Pomsky into a kid and kicks him. Vice Admiral Guillotine is shocked by how cruel Bonnie is. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Vice admirals are not like they're nowhere near any admirals. Like they're not that strong, right? But Frankie is like number 5 or 6 in terms of strength on the crew. The fact that he just destroyed an admiral with a strong right attack, it's kind of insane. Like, dude, they're gassing Frankie. Frankie's much stronger than we think, honestly. Like, I mean, especially if he gets off screen, dude, that means it was like probably a no diff, unless if it's like Blackbeard or something. Okay. So unfortunately in this chapter, there's not going to be any Zoro or Jinbei. Okay. Next up here in the laboratory, York leads Mars to the room with monitors where Vegapunk's message began broadcasting. Mars shoots a huge beam to destroy the room in an instant, but the broadcast does not stop. Okay. I really hope this. Honestly, I think this broadcast, no matter what, will go through completely because it'd make this arc into another Marineford. And here's what I mean: Ace died. The goal was to save him. Then Whitebeard died, and Whitebeard lost, and his crew lost. You know, it was just a complete L all around. And I don't want this arc to be a complete L. I want some small victory because Vegapunk died. You know. Anyway, York explains that the real source of the broadcast is a newer version of the Dendenmushi created by Vegapunk called the Haishin Dendenmushi. Um, yeah. And it's hidden somewhere else. Mars plans to destroy the whole laboratory to eliminate that Haishin Dendenmushi quickly, but York stops him, saying that the weapon development floor and the power plant are also here, and if the laboratory is destroyed, the destruction will be so strong that it would destroy Punk Records, and if Punk Records does get destroyed, all the Vagabonds die, all of them, because it's all their brain. It's collectively one brain, but between 7 of them, right? So, alrighty, here, let's. While they talk, Mars senses a small voice coming from Punk Records. He thinks it must be that new Denden Mushi, so he flies up towards there. Cut to Stussy and Kaku. He's already conscious. Kaku asks Stussy if she has been abandoned by the Straw Hat crew just after she betrayed CP0 for them. And Stussy says, "I chose to remain here to complete my last job. I will shut down the Frontier Dome while the Straw Hat crew escapes." I hope Stussy doesn't die or get captured because it'd be a shame, to be honest. I really like Stussy, and we barely have seen Stussy at all. Like, she's like the least Cypher Pole, like, I guess, agent that we've ever seen that's like a main character. Or I guess main character of this arc specifically. Alright. So, cut to Nami's group. Usopp has prepared a coup de burst in the Sunny but without Vega Force 1. The Sunny can't fly far enough to get to the sea. Edison says to trust him, and then he flies away to go through the barrier. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I have a bad feeling that every Vegapunk's gonna die here. You know, I really, because, and then they're not gonna have the funding to fix themselves either. So I really hope, like the last 3 that are alive survive. Well, aside from York, she can fucking kick the bucket. I don't like her. She's greedy. Okay, so Edison says external damage simulation at 78%. I won't die yet. Here I go. Cut to Luffy's group. Jupiter sucks air into his mouth with such force that Luffy, Dory, and Broggy can't move forward, and they are pulled back. Luffy's face, which is very funny again. Uh, but Luffy has an idea, and Luffy says, "Damn you! Um, if you're so hungry, how about you eat this building?" Luffy kicks an entire building to separate it from the ground, and then he throws it into Jupiter's mouth. After that, Luffy runs out of energy and changes to Old Man Luffy. So it's like, he becomes old like normal. Rocky gives him Elbaf's special emergency food called Hakari, based on a national dish of Iceland consisting of fermented shark meat. Ew. Sorry, some people may like shark meat. It's not my thing. Luffy doesn't find Hakari delicious at all, but he immediately turns back to his normal form, which is not in Gear 5. And let's see, we got Mercury is chasing after them, so Luffy uses Gummo Gummo, no red rock, on Mercury's head, but ends up hurting his own fist since Mercury's head is too tough. Okay, if that fist, which it should be, if it was covered with hockey and it hurt his fist, that's surprising. Very surprising. Cut to the Labo phase. Saturn is climbing up to the cloud. We can see his legs reaching where Nami's group is. Cut to the northeast coast to Bonnie's group again. One of the giants is cut down suddenly. Nostromo appears standing in front of Elbaf's ship. Nostromo is scary in this panel. He's kind of a menace, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of a menace. Bonnie says, huh? Who are you? Cut to Punk Records. In the last chapter, or last page of the chapter, Mars turns back into human form and walks inside while Vegapunk's message is still emitting. Shaka says, well, I guess this is in the broadcast. Shaka says, Stella, we have 1 minute. Vegapunk, I know that. Mars finds the Haishin, Den Mushi, on the floor of a dark room. Mars says, so this is it. You are out of luck, Vegapunk. Now, this is going to be, I don't know what it could be, right? People are saying it's Emu. I don't think it's Emu. I just hope that it's something that is worth being stunned at by Mars himself. Like, he's stunned by this. So, last point of the chapter. Suddenly, Mars hears something strange. It sounds like bubbles, it looks like, or liquids. Mars looks up and observes something with a serious face. Now, what could it be? Right? Like, what can this thing be? I'm really like kind of I'm stumped here. Like, I don't know what this thing could be, and I'm really hoping it's something that makes like this arc even better, right? But people are saying it's Emu. I don't think it's Emu. She or he has no reason to be there because there's 5 Gorosei members here, right? It may be people were thinking it was the ancient weapon Uranus, yeah. Um I don't think it's that either. It could be. Maybe they're aiming to destroy the entire island, but that'd be a big waste because the Seraphim are there and many other pieces of technology that are probably can't be remade for a couple hundred of years now. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys over in the next video. It's probably going to be covering the chapter or the Raws, depending on how quick they come out.